halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed.
For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard from the 6. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's complete to Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. sort of interesting going with the draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Brandon Bolden taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Going to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now a dump off here complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. That time a 9-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, second and 12. They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third down and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 87 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Dolphins now down by a field goal. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done,
How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.